Hello there, World of Tankers. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully all of you are doing well out there. I'm, of course, your host, the Blitz, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the ISU-152, the Tier 8 Russian tank destroyer. Now, this vehicle is an extremely strong tank, and the whole reason that it is so strong is because of the BL-10 mounted on it. This gun is absolutely insane. When you compare it to other guns at Tier 8, this thing just absolutely smokes the competition. Not only does it have 300 millimeters of standard penetration, the premium at 345, yeah, good luck bouncing anything from this vehicle. Even some of the most armored Tier 9s in the game won't even stand a chance of bouncing the ISUs around. Not only does this vehicle have great penetration, the dispersion at 0.371, yeah, it could be better, but when you compare it to the RHM's dispersion at 0.417, it's still quite a bit better than the RHM. Not only does it have all of these great values going for it, but the reload is only 13 seconds because it's got 2,945 damage per minute. Yeah, the ISU is a crazy, crazy vehicle. The BL-10, in my personal opinion, should not exist in World of Tanks Blitz, just like on World of Tanks PC. Well, actually, it does exist on World of Tanks PC, but it's, get this, on a premium tank. It was nerfed massively, though. The tank I have on World of Tanks PC, I actually have the ISU-152K carrying the BL-10. It's got an 18-second reload. It's not like Blitz where it's got a 13, it's 18 seconds to get the penetration, where they actually nerfed the ISU on World of Tanks PC. Not only did they decrease the DPM, not only did they decrease the accuracy, but as well, they took away about 30 millimeters of standard pen, and they took away a load of premium penetration, which I definitely feel that Wargaming should do in World of Tanks Blitz. The fact that this tank eradicates any armor, like every single Tier 8 we go up against here, has no chance of bouncing me, apart from maybe the turret of like a T-54. No other vehicle is going to bounce it, which is quite unfortunate for them, because that means anybody I'm aiming at is just going to lose 600 health, and if I can't pen them with my standard, well, I'll just load the premium, right? This thing's got more penetration on its standard than even some Tier 10 tank destroyers when you think about it. So we're going to sit here, and we're going to see just exactly what we can do. We got the M46 patent spotted off to the side. Let's aim, and fire. There we go, 649 right into the side of that patent, and let's back down into cover. So there we go. That's already one shell we've dealt of big old damage for that poor patent, and that just shows you what the Big Alpha can do. It can bring what was a full health medium tank down to a third of his HP in a standard shell, which is pretty deadly. Now, I don't know if the enemy team's going to be going heavy side or what they're planning right now, but I can definitely say if they went heavy side, they're in for a really rough time, because you never want to push heavy. It leaves your teammates over on medium alone, and then you just lose. And it looks like that's exactly what they did, so I'm just going to, yep, okay, so I'm just going to push on forwards here, see if we can get one old big snap into the Panther, and boom, there you go, finishing off the Panther, because, you know, accuracy, what's that? So now we just turn around. Oh, wait, nope, there's an E75 TS right over here, who we might be able to slam a shell right into. Now, I, of course, don't want to trade all of my HP to pen him, so we're just going to wait just a sec, and now we can aim in on his turret. Aiming, and fire. As I said, just makes all armor irrelevant, so we aimed in on that guy's turret, and it literally just took away all of his armor instantly. So we've already gotten a couple big shells out onto the enemy. Now, this KV-4 is off to the side over here, who I would love to get a big old shell into, so we're going to try and do that just now. Here's the KV-4, and boom, big shot into him. We're going to see if we can keep on pumping shells out into the enemy KV-4, but I am in a bit of a situation because the WZ-120 as well is making his way off to the side, and if he hits me, it's going to be game over. So let's get one more shell into the KV-4. Let's back up. Hopefully this WZ does... Oh, yes. Okay, that was perfect. Now, hopefully we can maybe bounce a shell from the KV, I believe. Try and hit it. Yes, aha! Alright, now, if I'm going to be smart here, we should probably hit the WZ. He's a deadlier tank, and I want to try and hit him, of course, because he's got all the big things going for him. Now, we're going to try and bounce the shell from the KV. No! We did not bounce the shell. But to be fair, we brought two full health tanks down to not very healthy hit points anymore. Two shots into the KV-4, taking off about 1,300, and then we got one shot into the WZ, bringing what was a full health Tier 8 tank destroyer down to pretty much a one shot for everybody on our team. That is the power of the ISU-152. The BL-10 on this tank is massively overpowered in my personal opinion. It's not the tank. I don't think the hull of the vehicle or anything like that is overpowered. You saw that once I got stuck out in the open, I got killed pretty easily, but the fact that I was able to do 3,584 damage in that short succession of time, time. We were able to literally rip into that KV-4, taking off 1,059 hit points. That was 2 massive low rolls, and we still took off 1,000 hit points. We shot that WZ for 1 shot and took off over half of his health. It is insane how strong this vehicle is. But of course, let's load in the one more game and see if we can keep up that good luck. I guess I don't even call it luck when I run this vehicle. The real killer is when you're up against tanks and they just push you. Like, as you saw there, I could have easily killed that KV-4 single-handedly. I could have easily just out-DPM'd him and taken him out. The issue was when the WZ-120 came into fruition, that's when I had a bit of an issue, because I can't deal with 2 tanks, of course. I've got good DPM and I've got great penetration. I turned that KV-4 into Swiss cheese, but there was nothing else I could have done to him. So we're going to see what we can do in this game. We've got the AMX AC-48. That tank's got good armor, but it doesn't stand a chance against the standard ammo on this vehicle. The ISU, that vehicle, that one can be a little bit of a pain because, of course, he's got the same gun as me, most likely. Tiger 2, yeah, not going to bounce my shells, so not too bad so far. We're going to push up to this bush right here. This is a position I really like going to. Hopefully, yes, the Chimera is going to be pushing medium side, which is perfect. He'll be spotting medium side. We got our heavy spotting heavy side, and this should be pretty dang good. Now, the ISU is not the fastest of vehicles. It goes about 42 kilometers per hour, but once you get it up to speed, it's not too bad. So we're just going to sit in position here and see if we can do some big ol' shells into the enemy opponents. Really, nothing's been spotted as of yet. Usually, you'll spot, if heavies go up top, you'll spot them crossing up top. If they push the other side, the Chimera will spot them as well. But really, this is kind of weird because our Chimera hasn't ran into anything yet. There we go. There's a Panther in mid. I kind of want to just poke this and get a shell into the Panther. So, you know what? That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to poke this and aiming, and fire. There you go. Big ol' shell going into the Panther. The SU-152 dunking his shell right off in the distance. And then we just back up. So we took off half of that Panther's HP in 1 standard shell. And what was a full HP tank is now not full HP. I can definitely say that. Now we got the Tiger 2 off to the side. And you don't know how much I would love to try and slam a big shell into the side of that Tiger 2. But right now, what I'm actually thinking is we just pull out and we yeet a shell right into that Panther, finishing him off with 1 shell as well. So already, pretty good stuff going for the... pretty good stuff going for the ISU. We've managed to not only take out the Panther 2 with a glorious ammo rack, but as well, just making our way on through the battlefield here. We've got the AMX AC rushing my teammate, who we're just going to aim in and hopefully get a big ol' shell. Yep, right there. Didn't even go where I wanted it to, but as I said, because this thing has such a ridiculous amount of standard penetration, it doesn't really matter where I hit the enemy, it's always going to pen. So let's make our way off to the side over here. We got the T-32, the Tiger 2, and the Black Prince. The Black Prince will be a real easy, nice shot if we can get that one in. And we've also got the Tiger 2, who could be doing better. So let's just make our way over here. As many of you know, I go for damage, but we've also got the ISU. Now, the ISU is probably the tank I'm going to want to target. Oh my god, he somehow managed to bounce me, which is incredible, because that means we're going to get a shell into him, bringing him down to a very low amount of HP. My guess is he bounced right off of our hull. Okay, I'm just going to not question it. That is ISU, I guess. It's Russian bias. That is how armor works. So we got the Black Prince right here. Let's get one nice snap into the side of him for another 630. In this game, we're already sitting at 2,800 damage, which, of course, is a very respectable amount. Now, if we're going to win this game, I might as well go for the damage as it is. So let's aim in right up at the upper plate of this T-32. It's not like he has upper plate armor. And, well, yeah, there you go. So this first game and second game, we were able to easily break 3,000 damage. And it shows you just what makes the ISU such a strong vehicle. In my personal opinion, the gun should be removed, and it should be replaced with, I don't care what they call it, the BL-10, just something that has less penetration than the ISU-152, because that was 2 games, actually, not 3. 2 games, and we were able to do 3,500 pretty much in both of them. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more videos like this, where I talk about other tanks that I do think needs a nerf, please let me know in the comments down below. But I definitely feel that big changes should be coming to the ISU. It's such a strong gun, and it should not be the way it is. It wouldn't hurt the tank too much if you nerf the accuracy a little, you change the penetration. I don't think it would ruin the vehicle. I just think that it definitely should not be as strong as it currently is in the game. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, but hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. But other than that, hopefully all of you are doing well out there. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll be seeing you in the next one.